What's up, y'all? What's poppin'? It's D. About to react to this vid by Sunny B2. It's titled The Scummiest Family Channel on YouTube. Damn. This don't look like the 8 passenger people. It is not. I don't know who these people is. I ain't never seen them before in my life. But apparently doing some scummy things. So let's see what's going on. Let's watch.
Royalty
This son is
YouTube's scummiest household.
Oh,
They've amassed over 20 million
Jeez,
subscribers by spoiling their kids beyond comprehension and lying about everything from their family history to their house being broken into. This is all while concealing an extremely controversial past by instead publicizing their modern stressful moments like not knowing which mansion to buy. The family of 3 created their channel back in 2017, and with a name like the Royalty Family, it should come as no surprise that materialism and self-image is their entire identity. Their early videos featured them wearing shirts stating King, Queen and Prince, titles which they also unironically used during the interview segments, while the dogs wore Louis Vuitton clothing and went by the names of Princessa and Gucci. They began to blow up with videos where the parents spend stupid amounts of money on their son, such as 8-year-old takes parents' credit card no budget at mall, and parents can't say no for 24 hours, with these kinds of unrealistic videos understandably annoying parents. I walked in and watched a segment of a video from the Royalty Family channel, and it was so terrible. First, everyone on it had an unwatchable personality, but the real disgust was how materialistic / money obsessed the whole family is. I feel like the parents just pimp their annoying kid out for likes and views, and it's amplified when the kid has zero talent or personality. The parents responded by simply stating that their son wasn't spoiled without providing any actual...
Not too much on this little boy, because he don't have a choice. The parents is at fault. Y'all talk shit about them. You ain't got to call little boy annoying and this and that. Even if he is being annoying, it is not his fault. They're encouraging that behavior, whatever it is. I've never seen them before, so I can't speak on how annoying he is. Maybe he is hella annoying, but still, I don't think that's right to put any of that on the child. Like, say the parents are annoying. They are pulling the strings behind the goddamn scene.
Evidence.
A lot of people talking about him being spoiled. He's a spoiled brat. He gets what he wants. Honestly, it's just ridiculous.
Before making the argument that they work hard so their son can have anything.
And we work our butts off to give things to our kids that we never had growing up.
Which is literally the definition of being spoiled. Despite the backlash, the Royalty Family gained 1 million subscribers after only 1 year on YouTube, although with a growth in income also came a growth in flexing, highlighted perfectly by Cody Ko.
The kid is wearing Fendi shorts, Dior socks, and Yeezys. The dad is wearing a Gucci shirt, Gucci shorts, and a Gucci bag. It's like, I guess why it bothers me is because like the motive is very clear. It's like, we're not doing this for family. We're doing this for money.
Our 8-year-old son finally got his Lamborghini.
Honestly, I respect the transparency because all of these people are doing it for money. What are we talking about? The wholesome image that some of them hide behind, I find that more repulsive than anything, to be honest. I'd rather you be like, yeah, what a check set. Watch these videos so we can go buy this Gucci, bitch. I'd rather that because at least you're being honest with your intentions. And we can see exactly what type of timing you're on versus the, oh, we're a great family, kumbaya. And you pimping your kids out behind the scenes and making them sleep on the phone.
His dream came true. While these videos are nothing more than clickbait garbage, it's probably not ideal to raise a kid in an unbounded materialistic environment.
You can go to any stores you want. Farhan, all those stores that you want to go to, you can go to any store. Did I stutter?
However, when these are clearly the values held by the parents, it's not like the kid has a choice. The parents likely justify the kid's involvement by thinking that it'll be set for life afterwards, although in doing so, they're raising him with an entitled, unlikable attitude.
You said you don't want it?
No, because 2 back seats.
Oh, you don't want back seats.
No.
At the same time, however, you could make the argument that the family was simply making what the audience wanted to watch, as the videos spoiling the son almost always gain the most views. Throwing a dart on a map and buying whatever it lands on, 15 million views. Buying everything I touch blindfolded challenge, 11 million views. If you guess the price, I'll buy it for you challenge, 24 million views. Pulling these kinds of numbers, they were missing only one thing to complete their terrible family channel arc, a mega mansion. Although in order to justify buying one, they'd first staged a video at their existing house, claiming that fans were showing up and pestering them.
I respect it. They're doing really well. They are killing on YouTube. I cannot hate.
The premise of the video is that fans were outside of the house taking photos of the family.
Come check this out. Like, look at this guy. This is like the 5th time I've seen him. Look at this.
after which Ali goes outside to confront them, resulting in quite possibly the fakest interaction on YouTube.
Hey bro, why are you taking pictures of my house? Hey bro, why are you taking pictures of my house? I love the show, bro. You think that's cool, bro? Rolling up in your Prius, you think you're cool?
No.
I'm a fan, bro. Yeah, so cool of you, bro. I give a shout out. Very classy, both of you guys.
Diesel Patches dissected this little segment with some pretty funny commentary.
Well, I'm a fan. Excuse me if I'm having a hard time believing that grown-ass truck drivers are fans of a family vlogging child's kid channel.
After confronting the apparent fans, Ali supposedly called the police, after which an officer showed up who was also more than likely an actor, with the whole situation being so traumatizing that the family was apparently...
And people so stupid, they see a cop in a uniform and be like, oh, okay, yeah, this is real then. You can hire these people. And they'll show up and with a cop car and a cop uniform. The kids are very gullible.
Were asleep that night.
Guys, let's try to forget about what happened. We can get through this as a family.
Oh
We're
my
for
God.
each other.
I got the same bed.
However, when they upload another video the following day titled, "We have bad news, guess what?" it became pretty obvious as to why they'd staged the confrontation. The family used the fake incident to claim that they now needed a bigger house.
With that being said, we have exciting news for you guys. Yeah, we're gonna move out, guys.
Of course, never missing a chance to reinforce their materialism.
What kind of house do you want?
I want a big and modern house.
I want a modern house. I'm a big fan of modern house. You know that.
Guys, we deserve a nice house. We deserve a house with a pool. I don't know. Let's go look around.
And also I want a nice view.
Within only 10 days, the royalty family had supposedly bought their dream mansion. However, only 8 months after this, the family was being evicted.
So basically, guys, this is a 60-day notice to terminate the tenancy, which means
Why not show
we're
your address?
gonna leave the royalty
Burger?
palace in 2 months.
Showing that they never owned the house in the first place. The royalty family then moved to a new property where they'd take the chance to stage yet another fake video titled "Somebody Broke Into Our New Home Live Camera."
We just got news that someone broke into our new house. As you guys know, we just bought a new house, the new royalty palace.
After stating that their new house was being broken into, Ali decided he didn't want to call the cops for the strangest reason.
I'm honestly not cool with calling cops on homeless people or whatever. I don't know if it's a homeless person or not.
And he therefore decided to go and confront the trespasser himself.
Somebody broke into my house, but I'm not a big fan of calling the cops on homeless people. I mean, I don't know if it's a homeless person or not, but I'm just assuming, so I don't want to do him like that. So I'm not gonna call the police. What?
He then shows crystal clear security camera footage of the break-in, where the person clearly climbs over the fence. However, when Ali and his friend then show up at the house, they state that the intruder had instead gone through the gate.
So ladies and gentlemen, that was the gate that someone came through. Oh, it's still open. You see? It's still open.
When they find the intruder staying in the back house, he gives a long sob story about how he's got nowhere else to go, leading Ali to become the hero by giving him a bunch of money.
Oh
So
my
this guy's
God.
telling me that he lost his job and he's got nowhere to stay. I don't want him staying on the streets. Can't be selfish. I'm gonna give you some cash, but I'm gonna need you to leave, alright?
The video ends with Ali framing himself as a super compassionate person.
I truly feel bad. Like,
Oh
people
my
are going through a rough time
Never
right now.
mind.
Although hilariously...
I take back what the fuck I said earlier. I was trying to give y'all props. And I'm like, okay, y'all are materialistic, but at least you guys are transparent about it, and you're not hiding behind this fake image. But you're doing both. Pick a side, you bums. This is sad. What's happening?
Only 4 months later, their house was actually broken into by an intruder, during which they gave a completely different reaction. While during the fake invasion, Ali was so kind he didn't even call the cops, the real invasion instead began like this.
Hey, can I help you, bro? But what made you think it was cool to come here? Call the cops. Call the cops.
Interesting.
Yeah, 911. Hey,
serious,
bro?
black,
Going to people's
so-
homes and sleeping in the back? Hey, sirs, call the cops.
After the intruder was escorted off the property, the family didn't offer him any money to go get a hotel, and instead brought 3 police officers to investigate the now empty scene, which is pretty funny when compared to the first fake video. However, it would then become apparent that on top of faking their videos, they were also lying about their own history, as the family's extremely shady past began to get exposed brutally. On the 1st of March 2021, the royalty family uploaded a video titled "I'm Not Farhan's Father, Truth Revealed," in which they explained that the son was actually from the mother's previous marriage, and Ali was therefore his stepdad.
I met Farhan when he was 3 years old. I'm not his biological dad, but I consider myself as his dad. I love him to death. He's amazing. He's like my son. I treat him like my son.
After mentioning that Ali wasn't Farhan's actual dad, the biological father came out of nowhere, creating a GoFundMe titled "Help Me See My Son King Farhan from Royalty Family," which explained the mother Andrea from YouTube channel The Royalty Family has not allowed the biological father Pierre Lepin to see or talk to his son Farhan Lepin for more than 4 years, and both the child and father have the same right. In addition to the child is exploited and manipulated in social networks without the authorization of the father, which was followed by the biological dad appearing on the Dad Challenge podcast, where he'd spend over an hour completely exposing the family. In the Royalty Family video mentioned prior, the mother explained that she'd come to America to work as a TV host.
I came here for work, as you know, I'm a TV host.
Although what she failed to mention was that she'd fled from her life in Colombia as an adult film star, where she'd gotten into trouble with some pretty scary people.
She wanted to get out from Colombia because she had a lot of drug dealers that bothering.
On top of this, Farhan had told a nice story about how Ali and his mother had met.
I remember we met in a little restaurant, and then we ate, and then from that day, we just had a lot of fun.
Although in all actuality, the mother began cheating on her former husband after her and Ali met in a gym.
They say that they meet in a restaurant, like a perfect moment, you know. There's a bunch of liars about how
She's just lying.
Yeah.
Wow. After the biological father confronted Andrea about her cheating, things got even crazier.
While I was driving, she crashed my car. She jumped out of her car, went to my window. She broke the window. The police came, taken to jail.
Which was then followed by a confrontation in person before the family retaliated by spray painting the biological dad's car. When the father returned to the Dad Challenge podcast 3 months later, he claimed that Andrea's entire life was a show for the camera.
Where she showed in the video that she is cooking, it's fake.
It's all fake. What we found out is that she is not present in their lives at all. She is a greedy, disgusting, selfish woman. Ali and her, they are married, but it is a business relationship. They hate each other, they fight all the time, and Ali only stays with her because it's money. They are in it for money.
And on top
That's what gets very tricky about having a couple's channel. Because when y'all break up or even want to break up, it's like, but what about how we making money? We making bread together. So should we split? A lot of couples stay together, or appear as they're together just for a check. It is very, 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 very common. I don't want to be a statistics personally, but definitely crossed my mind heavily. And it was definitely a huge concern. I'll talk more about it in the video.
Everything, Farhan is strictly forbidden from accessing the internet under any circumstances.
And this is what we found out as well. Farhan is completely and utterly never allowed on the internet. I don't even think Farhan knows how famous he is. Ali blocks him from every incoming anything. He's not allowed to have a phone with the internet on it. Farhan is not allowed to go to other people's houses because Ali cannot stop him from looking at the internet. And those kids get on the internet and see a video like this. It's over for Ali because Ali has kept this all a secret from Farhan this whole time.
The podcast ended with Farhan's dad breaking down crying, although Andrea and Ali completely...
But with 21 million followers, there's no way. Like, when y'all go out in public, people are going to approach y'all. So he has to know he's famous to a certain degree.
manipulated the situation by filming a TikTok in which they'd obviously forced Farhan to state that the biological dad was lying about everything.
To be honest though, I'm just tired of this, okay? All this lies that he's putting out there about my mom, my family, it's like so tiring. It's like super annoying. Like, I've seen all the videos, all that disgusting stuff that he's doing. It's just, it hurts, man. It hurts to know that that's my dad, and it's like, it's sad. Somebody please tell him to stop.
Bro, you can tell the video is scripted just by how the kid talks. In just the last week, Farhan's biological dad announced that after 4 years, he'd gotten a visa and was now in Los Angeles looking for his son. Yet after messaging the mother with the goal of arranging a meeting, she told him to talk to her lawyers, who don't respond to the dad's messages. Meanwhile, the royalty family's views haven't slowed down one bit, although something deep down feels like over the long run, this channel will end in complete disaster. Damn,
that's wild. I've never heard of them before, but I can't lie, they kill it. So it's like, hey, get it how you can get it, I guess. But that is trifling to manipulate this little boy like this. And y'all got him saying all this shit about his daddy. He don't know nothing about what's going on. He's only going based on what y'all tell him. So he don't know the true story of what happened with his dad. So I think that is real scummy for sure. But yes, as far as the whole couple shit, don't do it. If you are even thinking about starting a couples channel, don't do it, because you can definitely get stuck when you no longer want to be with the other person. It's like, fuck, I have to stay with them, or I have to pretend to be with them for the videos because we're making all of this money together. Am I going to even be able to pull this money on my own? That was a huge concern of mine when I started making videos on my own. I did not want to, because I didn't know if people would fuck with me or not, to be honest. When I was a part of a couples channel, I was real chill. Without speaking too much about the situation. Anyway, I was just very chill in the videos, so I didn't even really talk that much, honestly. I mean, I would every now and then, but I was a lot more relaxed. And people would say that, I was boring, that I would just sit there, that I didn't do shit, da-da-da. So, I was afraid of having a channel on my own, because I'm like, what if people don't like me? And when I first started making videos by myself, you could even go back and look at my older reaction videos, probably from like, I want to say maybe 5 years ago, probably 4 years ago. My personality was a lot more cheery, okay? And that is only because I wanted to appear likable. I remember a lot of times I would drink caffeine before I recorded videos, because I wanted to be like high energy, and I wanted people to like me, because I'm like, fuck, is this even going to work with just me by myself? I don't know if people are going to be interested when it's just me. So I had a huge insecurity about that. But, over time, I was like, fuck it. If people fuck with me, they fuck with me. If they don't, they don't. I'm going to just be myself. I'm going to just chill, without feeling the need to be like, hi, y'all, and yeah, and da-da-da. Because that's kind of the energy I was on, at first. So, yeah, it's just a whole thing when you start a YouTube channel with another person, or even like a podcast or something, because if y'all fall out, it's just like you fucked, because you are dependent on that other person. And if you try to do some solo shit, maybe it'll work out for you, but maybe it won't. People could definitely determine like, you boring by yourself. I don't fuck with it. Like, you're not interested at all. Like, y'all was cool as a duo, but I don't like you by yourself. That's very possible, and that's what I was afraid of. Anyway, so apparently he's saying that that's what they're doing, that they don't even like each other, but they're, keeping this act up for, their videos, because they are making bread together. So that's wild if that's the case. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think. Let me know what other videos you've been watching. I'll see y'all the next time. Bye!